Why modern Italians are not Romans. Italians live in the same place where ancient Rome was. The Italian language is based on Latin. The Colosseum, the Forum, the Pantheon, they're still there. So were the Romans Italian? And if not, what were they? First of all, ethnic identity didn't mean much in antiquity. People self-identified by religion or country. The Roman Republic and later Empire had citizenship. All the citizens would have been Roman. The Roman kingdom was founded in 753 BC. It became a republic in 509 BC, which is when it started growing. During this period, Rome would grow in power. It dominated Western Europe, North Africa, and the Near East. It was at this point that Rome expanded to encompass solidly. This often resulted in clashes with the Etruscans. The Republic fell when Julius Caesar was assassinated. The newly arisen Roman Empire prospered at first. It continued to dominate the Mediterranean. This 200-year-long period of prosperity was known as Pax Romana. Rome reached a population of 70 million. It was the result of expanding borders. Anyone who lived on Roman lands was considered Roman. But the empire fell in 476 AD. The Roman identity disappeared soon thereafter. What made those people Roman in the first place? They mostly spoke Latin. They were subject to a central political authority in Rome. They mostly practiced the Roman religion. In this sense, Italians are certainly not Roman. They don't speak Latin or worship at the Temple of Jupiter. The Italian Republic is not a political successor of the Roman Republic. Of course, there was an Italy back then too. It was a purely geographical concept, but that Italy fragmented over the centuries. Kingdoms, duchies, and city-states formed and reformed. This went on for nearly 1400 years. By the time Italy united, no trace of the Roman identity had remained. In fact, the city of Rome was among the last to join. But what about the genetic makeup of Italians? Of course, there was a core Roman population of Italians. But yet again, they were only distantly related to modern Italians. Italy has undergone numerous invasions over the millennia. There was also a constant influx of diverse people from all over the empire. So the Romans were never ethnically homogeneous. But even if they had been, it wouldn't matter anymore. The period between the 2nd and 6th centuries saw multiple invasions. It's known as the migration period. The Vandals invaded Rome from North Africa. The Visigoths and Ostrogoths came from Europe. The Germanic Lombards conquered all of Italy in 568 AD. These invasions introduced a permanent German component. Northern Italy especially became Germanized. It's still known as Lombardy today. The southern regions were later invaded by the Saracens, the Normans, and others. These new populations further added to the gene pool. A 2020 study called this genetic history a layered cake. The genetic makeup of Italians changed with each era, but each change added a layer rather than wiping out what was before. So Italians are certainly descended from Romans, just as they're descended from Vandals, Visigoths, and Lombards.